Well, let's start off the show with rising actor Layi Abujade, who plays Speaker of a CONFAB celebrating Nigeria. Watch this.
What is the meaning of this?
This is a stage play put together by a group of young Nigerians to celebrate the recent independence anniversary of Nigeria. The satirical story about the state of the nation came alive as Nigeria is presented as a yummy-looking cake about to get shared between the 6 geopolitical zones.
Please, decorum, please. Can we have some decorum?
And as you know, my people are predominantly palmers.
Palmers? What's that? Palmers?
The ultimate goal was to look at how we could move things forward in Nigeria. I think one of the things that struck me about the way the script and everything was written was the fact that everyone seems to be pointing fingers as to who's behind the problems of Nigeria. And when you look at it closely, we are all to blame. The good news also is that we are also part of the solution. And if everyone does their part, one little bit here and there, we can bring out something great out of this nation.
The play is written by Nwando Alayande, who at a young age started putting her thoughts into writing. She, over the years, grew from writing articles for newspapers to producing radio dramas. Putting the CONFAB together came with a lot of research.
AKA egalitarian. Not an authoritarian devoid of communism, socialism, and monarchism.
I watch a lot of news, read the newspapers, listen to people. I listened a lot to people. And in fact, at a point before we even hit the stage, I kept on tweaking the scripts because people kept on saying different things. Apparently, it seemed as if people were talking about Nigeria. It seemed to be more, so people were analyzing what the government was doing. People were complaining about what they were doing. When you hear people talk about what's happening in Lagos or what's happening in Anambra, and they're all complaining. So I heard this from here and there, and I pieced it, started putting it in the script. So while we were working on the script, we kept on editing the script and saying, okay, but based on what I was hearing, let's edit it, let's put this. And that was how. So a lot of research went into it.
And in lead is fast-rising actor who also doubled as the stage manager, Layi Abujade, who casted as the speaker of the CONFAB.
I dare say, everyone is ably and adequately represented. The reason for this meeting is for us to rub minds and seek ways of bettering our lives as a people, as a nation. Though we are many, we are all one Nigeria.
One Nigeria.
The story itself resonated with what I'd always been thinking about Nigeria, and from my own perspective and what I'd always thought Nigeria should be. So for me, it was an opportunity to let people know what exactly they should think when Nigeria is concerned and how they should think. That story helped us to communicate certain truths that we've not been telling ourselves as a country or as a people. So for me, that was the sweetest part of the whole production and the whole storytelling about we acting it out. That was, for me, the best part of it.
Bring him here right now. Bring him here.
To further illustrate the situation which Nigeria finds herself at the moment, the CONFAB is thrown into confusion as the people begin to fight and bicker among themselves, each accusing the other of being responsible for the country's woes. The morale of the state drama is then driven home when, through the actions of all concerned, this happened to the cake, which the CONFAB has conferred to share.
when that cake fell and there was a mess, I remember telling my actors, this is the high point of the production, no more laughter. People should reflect and see what is going on, what we are doing to our own country. Many people didn't believe it was going to be a real cake we're going to use. You know, people didn't believe it was going to be real, but we actually got a baker to bake, you know. And someone told me, was that real? I said, yes, it was real. I said, why the waste? I said, because that is how it is. That's what we are doing to ourselves. And somebody else, funny enough, someone said, I saw the cake on the floor as the waste that's happening in Nigeria. You know, so I got various interpretations of that cake being on the floor. And that's what I want people to, I don't want people to lose, you know, all the laughter and all. When that cake came down, it came crashing down, the church was quiet. You know, there was this shock and disbelief. And I think he painted a picture. He painted a picture of what we are doing to our country.
In shock and dismay, the Speaker of the CONFAB tries to salvage what is left of the national cake, but to no avail, pointing out that the cake, being the last hope of the country, has been recklessly destroyed by Nigerians themselves.
No! See!
Okay, I had two challenges. One was the memorizing of the script, because it came at short notice. The second was switching. Now, for everyone who saw the stage play, there was a switch that the character I played, which was the speaker, the lead character, there was a time the character had to switch from the gentle, easygoing speaker, which was like the conscience of the nation, to this person filled with rage, anger, sadness, bitterness, everything interwoven all together. So switching in a split second, within a split second, at the fall of our national cake was a major challenge.
Nonetheless, in the face of the hopeless situation, the baker comes back with the last tier of cake that was smudged while setting them up. That last tier represented hope for Nigeria.
Where did this come from? Where? This...
It was smeared, so I had to go and repair it and adjust some sides.
The baker came back with one more tier of cake, and that meant that there was hope. The tier that they didn't even notice wasn't even on stage. It left, you know, because it was smeared, and it came back and said there is hope, and we're like, okay, there is hope for Nigeria. A little tier, but there is hope. But for that hope to flourish, we need to put our house in order.
Hope. Hope. Hope of a better tomorrow. Hope that things will change again. Hope that things will change for the better. Hope that we will never have a better yesterday again.